championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Snap comes at 1. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found.
6-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down in.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's caught. Well, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kenneth Gainwell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. I think going for it there on the opening drive, CD, if you're that close to the end zone, seems like a no-brainer, and they're able to cap things off with a touchdown.
I think that he was imagining the message he would send to his team if he called for the field goal unit at that point. Great drive, got it on score, we've got it covered.
Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence. And it's got to elevate the confidence.
They've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get it.
The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the... Again, it's Harvey. And he gets it down to the 32. That one... Nick's going to give to Harvey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
For the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered at the 49.
And the Steelers first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Steelers.
Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a choke.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On the give, it's Harvey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And out across midfield down to the 45. Still insert. Nix from the shotgun. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And 5.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives.
Execution, everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot. Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's unable to haul it in. so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. It's third down. Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They run behind center with Gainwell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everyone.